Hello, 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 and welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast. Louis had to step away for a moment, but he will be back shortly.
I'm
but
back.
I will
I'm
get.
back.
Oh,
I'm back.
he's back. He's back. But I was just getting started with the.
No, you're good. You're good. My dog attacked my cat.
Oh, nice.
So I was kind of breaking up a fight. So
Yeah,
I'm back.
I saw
back.
you get up, and I'm like, I don't know how long he'll be. I'll go get this started. So.
Okay, go
but
ahead.
yeah.
You can do the intro. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say this episode and every episode is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Go to rogueenergy.com. It's already 10:30. I'm done.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use code TPC10 to get 10% off your order. Make sure you check them out. This is their best sale of the year. It's their holiday sale that they have. Make sure you go and capitalize on this. That is rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Sneak in code TPC10 to get 10% off your order. Also, Third Assist Hockey Company, give them a visit as well. Another great opportunity to get some gifts for your hockey fans this holiday season. State sweaters, state shirts, hockey sticks, hockey gloves, you name it, they have it. I think the only thing they don't have at the moment is helmets. I think that's the only thing they don't have right now.
Skates, yeah, all the like actual like stuff you wear under the jersey, like pads, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
But they have sticks and gloves right now, which is really cool.
Sticks, gloves.
I've been testing
watches.
They do have watches. I was testing out. I'm testing out their Pittsburgh Penguins gloves, which we are going to be doing a giveaway in the future. So stay tuned for that. But I've been playing with them, and you can actually play with them. It's not like decoration like I have. You could get those for decoration, but they also sell some for you could actual play in, and I have been playing in for about a couple weeks now, and they're pretty good. They make me feel like Sidney Crosby because Sidney Crosby wears leather gloves, and now I have leather gloves, and it makes me feel good. Do I play like Sidney Crosby? Absolutely not, but they do have those gloves.
Yep, and make sure you visit them at thirdassist.com, and they have been gracious enough to give us a code as well, TPC15, to get a discount on your order there as well. So that will do it for the ad read intro.
Nice.
Edmonton Oilers, Louis. 6-4. Score looks better than reality. Better than reality.
Does. It looks like we actually played a hockey game, but we did it. Anyway, welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast.
It's Crosby on Kunitz and shot. Penguins win it! Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
And on fade, the shot, he scores! Here's Crosby with a burst of speed up the middle, gets up and scores!
We're a collective.
Andy Kyoto is beating Yanamakis, finds it! What a show!
Well, welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast. My name's Louis. That's Josh. And 6 straight losses by the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're 4-8. Oh, actually, sorry, 4-9 since the Sweden trip. So remember how we said the Sweden trip is either going to make or break us. Okay, it broke us. It broke us so bad that we traded away Tristan Jarry and Poulin for Skinner. Obviously, today was a big game. Skinner versus Jarry facing their old teams. Really quick, I want to say something. Josh, I want to make a public announcement. Gonna do that.
Oh, got a little PSA. All right.
It was revealed about half an hour before the game started that there was not going to be a video tribute for Tristan Jarry. They made a decision that going forward, they are only going to do video tributes to those who helped win a Stanley Cup for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That is it. Those are video tributes for those who helped the Pittsburgh Penguins win a Stanley Cup. So, spoiler alert, the only people that could do that currently are Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and Chris Letang. Brian Rust, and that's it. I'm trying to think of anyone else. That's it. Those are the only ones that deserve, according to Kyle Dubas. Now you're wondering, is it Kyle Dubas who makes these decisions? Yeah, he has a heavy influence because he's the Pahogam. So he's the president of hockey operations. So he does get to say in things like this. Tristan Jarry did not get a video tribute. He did not help the Pittsburgh Penguins win a Stanley Cup. As much as I crapped on Tristan Jarry, his whole tenure here as a Pittsburgh Penguin, he's been here for what, 6 years?
No, like 8 years.
8 years. 8 years.
Wait.
No. I want to include like just Pittsburgh. Let's just talk about Pittsburgh. So what, like 5 years?
So 2025 would be 5 years.
Right.
I mean, 2020 would be 5 years. He was here in 2018.
Right, but he was fringe goal. Like, regardless,
so officially 2019, minimum of 6 years.
6 years a part of this franchise. In 5 years, you can argue being a Pittsburgh Penguin. Okay. The fact that he didn't get a video tribute is kind of a below the belt shot by Kyle Dubas. I disagree with this. Because Josh made a great point. If a player like Ben Kindle plays on the team for 10 years, okay, let's just say 10 years, he never wins the Stanley Cup. He gets traded, he leaves, he comes back. We're just going to say, welcome back, Ben Kindle, and that's it. Not the contributions, maybe the playoff games that he helped win, all that stuff. Why? I think it was below the belt, and I want to say Kyle Dubas should be ashamed of himself. I think that's a below the belt shot to Tristan Jarry. He has contributed a lot to this franchise. You cannot tell the story of the Pittsburgh Penguins without Tristan Jarry. Whether you like it or not, you have to talk about Tristan Jarry. He was part of the future at a time. He was the goaltender like Murashov is, in the wings, waiting when it was Marc-Andre Fleury and Matt Murray. It was Tristan Jarry who was he was literally leading the AHL when he was waiting. It was his turn. He was the guy. Then now, granted, he didn't lead us to a Stanley Cup. He didn't do anything like that. But he was part of the franchise. He was the franchise. In fact, it got him a 5-year deal. And you can't tell the story without Pittsburgh Penguins, without Tristan Jarry. The fact that he didn't get a video kind of makes me mad. I hated him. Watch this podcast. I've never been a fan of Tristan Jarry. Josh has. I have not. But I still believe that is a very despicable thing not to honor the loyalty, the player that he was. And that's not what you're honoring. You're not honoring the player as much as you're honoring the person. He never was outspoken. He was never the guy to trash his teammates. He went in, he worked hard, he went through problems, he still worked it out, never blamed anyone but himself. You have to honor the guy. You have to separate the guy from the result, right? You have to, in order to be a good, decent franchise. You have to separate it. Because I'll tell you, is Edmonton going to ever honor Connor McDavid if he never wins the Stanley Cup there? You're an idiot if you don't think that's going to happen. So I'm not going to compare.
I think like that's a little bit different because Connor McDavid is going to break a ton of records.
No.
So,
but he broke records for us in Wilkes-Barre. So I'm not going to say that he's like, I'm not saying he's Connor McDavid level. All I'm saying is this guy has been a part of the franchise since he got drafted. He has been here. He has proven himself to be an NHL goaltender. I know he had some rough times. I have yelled at him a lot. But he does deserve a video. He deserves a true tribute where it's, hey man, it didn't work out here, but thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you've done here in Pittsburgh. Whether or not you've won more than 2 playoff games, thank you for what you've done. 100%. More Hockey Card says all I'm hearing is McDavid equals Jar. No, I'm just going off the base, which is the new Pahogum's strategy, which is if you don't win a Stanley Cup, you don't get a video. That's it. That's what it is now. So if you help them win a Stanley Cup, you get a video. If you don't get a Stanley Cup, you don't get a video. That's where I'm comparing the two. Because as of right now, Connor McDavid has not won a Stanley Cup. So if he was in the Penguin system, although he would make all these records and break all these records and be the top player in the NHL, he technically wouldn't get a video. That's kind of crazy to think. You have to make exceptions. You have to separate the play from the player. Honor Tristan Jarry the way he should be honored. He was the goaltender that was supposed to lead us. It didn't happen. It didn't work out. It's okay. It's okay. Now, with that being said, we move on to the game. That was the anticipation. There was a little moment after the first whistle where they just said, welcome back, Jarry. I don't even think it said thank you. It said welcome back, which was 4 days ago. He was in the building. So that was a normal break because we didn't play for 2 days. I see a comment and I wanna acknowledge it real quick. I really don't care about this. Our team is crumbling. Hold on. I want to address this real quick. I really don't care about this. Our team is crumbling. Jarry is going to win a Stanley Cup. He will be fine. It's not about that. It's exactly what this right here. Our team is crumbling. Our leadership said it's not worth celebrating Tristan Jarry. To me, that's a bad sign. So it's not about whether Tristan Jarry deserves it or not. It's about the leadership acknowledging the guy who deserves it. And that's to me, that what shows our true colors. Personally, that shows our true colors as a franchise. We don't care. That's what it tells me. We don't care. You could have gone in, day out. You could have done all the right things, but guess what? At the end of the day, you were just another player. And I feel like, listen, you could call Jarry whatever you want, but he wasn't just a player. He was a guy. He was our goaltender for the last 6 years. You can't just say, welcome back. All right, let's move on. It's like, I disagree. The guy deserved it. It's not, once again, we're not here to argue, and I'm not here to argue. He's not a big-time goalie. It does not matter. Zach, Hockey Cards. He wore the Penguins logo on his chest. Whether you like him or not, which I do not like him, he was a Pittsburgh Penguin. The logo on the front is a heck of a lot more important than the name on the back. So if anyone wears that logo, he is a Pittsburgh Penguin, and he should be honored for being a Pittsburgh Penguin. That is the end of what I'm going to say. Also, I despise Chris Letang, but he better get a 12-minute tribute video.
Yeah.
I despise Chris Letang, but he has a very good argument of getting his number retired and getting a freaking statue. You honor the logo he wears. You honor the player.
Yeah.
That's it. End of story. End of discussion. It's black and white. He wears the logo. You honor him. I don't like him, but it doesn't matter my opinion about him. He was still a figure in the league. A figure in the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's what matters. And to me, it really rubbed me the wrong way that we were like, Tristan Jarry doesn't deserve a video. That, to me, shows Dubas's true colors. And with that, let's talk about how bad the Pittsburgh Penguins played tonight. So the Pittsburgh Penguins come in against an Oiler team that's trying to figure it out just as much as we are. We are trying to figure out why we're so bad currently. They're trying to figure out why they're so bad this season. Okay? There's two different storylines there.
They're ramping up, though.
They're ramping up, right? But we started off strong.
Start of the month. Mm-hmm.
We started off strong, and now we're trying to figure out who we are. They are sucking. They had a bad start. Now they're ramping up, as Josh said. So it was kind of like two rocks colliding, okay? One was going to break. It wasn't going to be an even game. I don't think so. I didn't think so. I'm sure Josh didn't think so.
No. I thought it was going to be a loss coming in. 100%.
Yeah,
whether we made this trade on Friday or not, I had a feeling this was going to be a loss.
Yeah, I think it was going to be a loss. And I want to also say something. You can't blame this game on Skinner. Skinner just showed up today. Literally showed up today. I can imagine the thoughts going through his head coming into a new team, playing your old team that you literally just left, and going, I don't know anyone on this team. I don't know who they are. I only know Kulak, and from it sounds like they weren't best buds either. It's not they were coming in holding hands like, dude, at least we're in this together. Remember when Bjugstad got traded to the Penguins? It was Bjugstad and who? I forget.
I mean, I remember the name, but I do not remember.
Right. So they were on the
trade.
Minnesota Wild. Yeah. They get traded to the Penguins. They hopped on a plane together, and they were playing that night. Okay? So they were doing workouts on the plane together on the way over. Okay? I remember that story because I thought it was so funny. All right? I just don't know the other player. But Bjugstad and whoever this other player was. It was McCann. It was Jared McCann. Holy crap. But they were coming together. And
wow.
And I miss McCann. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
What a pull.
Maybe not Jared McCann. Yeah, I don't think it was Jared McCann. Because didn't we get him? Nope. It was Jared McCann. Okay, let's just go with McCann. So it was McCann and Bjugstad, and they were coming over, and they were like buddies. They were like, man, we're doing this together. The fact that we got traded. I didn't see that at all from Kulik and Skinner. They were just kind of doing
But
their
I think
thing.
it's also hard because it's like two different positions. You know what I mean?
I get that, but I'm just trying to say is you didn't see them talking to one another okay, this is our new team. This is what, I didn't see any of that, which maybe they are best buds. And I'm not trying to say that there's anything going on with them. All I'm trying to say, you're getting lost in the weeds here. All I am saying is that this is a new team. He's by himself. He's a goaltender. And it was his first start. Didn't know the defense. Probably didn't know Letang was going to steal the puck from him half the time tonight. And he was just like, okay, this is a new team. I'm playing my old team. And Josh called it. They have his number. They practice against him every single day. And you saw some of the shots. You could tell he was just kind of swimming around there. Same thing with Jarry. Yep. We kind of had his number a little bit. And I think they both knew that was going to happen. All that to being said, you cannot blame this game on Stuart Skinner. I do appreciate Penguins fans all being on the same page in the arena. As soon as he made a save, Stu came out, which I really appreciate. I'm sure that made him feel a little bit better.
Took me a couple times to get used to that because I was like,
it's kind of like booing, but you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I was trying to figure out what was going on, and then I'm like, oh, that must be a thing for Stuart Skinner. I wasn't aware.
But I just appreciate Penguins fans getting on board.
I just want to like say I appreciate Skinner's interview in front of his locker, just being super candid, saying, "Oh yeah, I heard the talk. I knew there have been stuff going on for the last couple of years, and I knew that this could possibly be a reality." So he said it was just now just dealing with the visas, getting a house, a car, and all that stuff. But I see a bunch of comments about his mustache. Wild mustache.
Such a good mustache.
Wild. It's not only just thick, it's like very long.
Yeah.
It like goes over his mouth.
There's care into this mustache.
Yes, it is intense. But the one thing that I wanted to ask you, I don't know how much of the TNT broadcast you listened to, but I was listening to some of it. Well, I mean more so the in between. Yes, the game broadcast. I don't like them.
They were terrible. Anyway, yes,
but
go ahead.
The intermission people and pregame people made it sound like Jari wanted Edmonton. Like Jari wanted to go to Edmonton because that is like where he played juniors and he's comfortable there,
right.
And he's got friends and family there. It's like
I don't think that's
I've never heard that.
Down. No.
I don't think so at all.
I think they're taking that he played for the Edmonton Oil Kings in juniors, got drafted from Edmonton, and he's just comfortable with Edmonton. And apparently people are linking that he wanted to go there. I don't think so. I think it was literally just like, who needs a goaltender? It's the Oilers. And you're a good fit there. Okay, cool. No, I think they're just making up stuff for topics because, to be fair, there was nothing to talk about. There was absolutely nothing to talk about this game. Both teams were struggling. Obviously, you could just have a crap fest and talk about how the Penguins are dropping all these games, similar to my video that we released yesterday. Oh, today's Tuesday. That we released today. And you could talk about that. You could also talk about how the Oilers got crapped on by Montreal literally a day ago. So what are you going to talk about? Oh yeah, Tristan Jarry wanted to go. Like Tristan Jarry picked, the Oilers because he likes McDavid. I don't think that's the case. I think he just wanted Armand Jarry wanted out, plain and simple. I don't think that's the case either.
If he did, I don't think he would have accepted the
extension,
the waivers last year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can go back that far, but I just mean last year in terms of the waivers. He could have easily just became a free agent and went anywhere he could have wanted to go.
That's true. I think he said, that people interviewed him today. He said he wanted to win in Pittsburgh. He wanted to be the guy. But once again, we have to look. We have to zoom out. We have Murashov and we have Blomqvist. We're not even talking about Shelovs. Josh called this. If he's not getting traded now, he was going to get either dealt at the deadline or in the off season. He knew he was gone. It was just a matter of where. So I think it was just, it's not that he wanted out. It was that he knew he was getting traded. I think there's two different things.
Writing is on the wall.
Right.
He saw it last year. Year. Kidding me?
100%. 100%. And that's why he took it, I guess took it on the chin with the waiver. The wave. Him getting waived. He just needs to play better. And he was just like, all right. Any goaltender that has any kind of pride would say, deal me. Get rid of me. If there was a starting goaltender in the NHL that got sent down to Wilkes-Barre because of bad play, or the AHL, sorry, he would have said trade me. Anyway, Tristan Jari gets dealt. Whatever. Can't blame this game on Skinner. There was nothing to talk about in between
Defense.
the periods.
Can I just
Go for it,
McDavid?
Josh. Go for it.
McDavid is obviously crazy fast. Everyone knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. You knew that.
Yep.
TNT knows it because they can't stop talking about it. How come none of our defensemen knew that? Like, you know he's going to take the puck into the zone and he's going to take it in with speed. What are we doing here? Like, can we put a body on him before he even gets to the blue line? Something.
Because then you get penalties. That's the dumb thing about what McDavid is doing.
How do you get penalties?
Enter into the zone, when you enter into the zone. Now, listen, I'm not saying that our defense did nothing today. Okay,
That's what I mean.
Stick. Not even a stick. But usually what happens is when you're fast, you have to turn your body and you have to hit into them. That's automatically, a trip or a hook or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's automatic.
You give him the old school. You give him the old school hip check. That's what you do. Old school.
But
no one just wants to do it because he's the
he's the Mahomes. What Zach said it in our Discord. He's the Mahomes of the NHL.
That's good comparison. That's really good comparison.
It's if you go too hard on him, either the whole team freaks out and you get a penalty, or he chicken wings your stick, and you get a penalty for hooking. So it's kind of like either you have to pull a Witherspoon and absolutely murder a guy, or you have to.
Why did Nurse get so bent out of shape about that? That was such a clean hit.
It was
Nurse got
Dude
so upset, went after Rust, which made no sense to go after him. He didn't lay the hit.
I think
so
that
annoying.
late was way late. Not late as in a hit, as in we should have been doing that from the jump.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But
we needed Imama tonight.
Yeah.
Just to
punch.
Needed
a guy.
some energy. Yeah.
Yeah, we needed some rogue energy. But Josh, no, the defense were definitely flat-footed tonight. McDavid just skated in, and literally he just did what he wanted to do. It's a good sign. Listen, McDavid is not the fastest hockey player in the world. I think we got to give that to either McKinnon or Makar. They're so fast.
I don't know.
Who's the other guy I'm thinking?
I don't know. I think McDavid is faster. McDavid is faster than McKinnon.
Super fast.
For sure. He's sure faster than McKinnon.
Who won the race, though? Didn't he get beat? McDavid? I forget the guy. I thought it was McKinnon.
He hasn't. I don't think he's done the race in a while.
Well, I don't know what the heck the All-Star stuff is, but I'm pretty sure he got beat one year. And I thought it was McKinnon. I could be wrong. It doesn't even matter.
It's not McKinnon.
Listen.
Definitely not McKinnon.
Connor McDavid, very good hockey player. Not going to deny that. Whatever. I just hate the same comparison like Mahomes in the NFL. Wow, look how he threw the football. Yeah, he's a quarterback. He's got to figure out a way to throw the ball. McDavid, wow, he skated fast and then went a little shimmy and went the opposite way. His deke wasn't even that impressive on Stuart Skinner. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, McDavid has the highest top speed. Cool.
Yeah.
But like it was Larkin. All right. Thank you. I know it was either McKinnon or someone else.
From Detroit?
Dude.
The guy Larkin from Detroit.
I don't know if he's making a joke or not.
That's crazy.
I know somebody beat him. I know someone beat him, and it was like wild because
I would not have. That is not someone like if you were to give me some time and come up with a list of guys who I thought was equivalent in speed or faster than McDavid, Larkin would not have made that list. And
I didn't think it was Larkin, but I could be wrong. I swore it was McKinnon.
I am dogging Larkin right now. I understand he is a very good player. That's just crazy. Yeah, young Larkin. I get it. It was a while ago, but
whatever.
Just blows my mind.
Anyway, what gets me so like mad is that like McDavid didn't even like deke him like crazy. He literally just went and scored, and everyone was like,
That's all it takes.
the moves of McDavid. I was like, all right, guys. I mean, the speed is what got him. It wasn't the deke. It wasn't the deke that got him. So I was so mad when they were like, what a move. I was like, all right, guys, calm it down. It was a goal, and that's what it was. He just faked them. That's literally all it is. It wasn't like he did a Patrick Kane leg pump and deke and Datsuk it up. No, there was none of that. So I just get so mad because there's other players, and I'm not even talking about like Sidney Crosby comparison. There was I think there's like 5 other players that I could think of that I saw clips where I'm like, whoa, how did they score that? How did they score that? And they go, oh, McDavid's goal was better. I'm like, all right, now you're just being biased. I get it. McDavid is super fast. That's good for him, and that's great, and that's awesome. But I'm telling you, there are more skilled goals out there than that. So it just drives me nuts whenever we play McDavid. And I agree with Josh. If I was on defense and I saw McDavid just trying to skate in, I would just literally, you know what? I would risk an elbow penalty, and I would just try to go in. I would try to go in and try to lay him out every single time. Bring back the clothesline. I don't care.
You don't even have to lay him out. You just have to bump him off his line. Like, as simple as that. Just do not allow him to get to top speed because, like you said, it's not that his moves are super advanced. You know, he's not a Kucherov who's super smooth and, you know, he's got dangles and got some sweet moves when he's, you know, right in front of the net.
Yeah, when he gets going. Yeah.
But, like, it's the speed. It's like, honestly, like, he just gets on you so fast. Like, I can't imagine, like, Stuart Skinner, like, I don't know if he's ever actually seen McDavid at top speed. Because, again, not knocking an NHL player, but, like, how hard do you think McDavid is practicing? You know? You think he's hitting... Do you think he's hitting top speed?
I think so.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think he's practicing his skating, but that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's not practicing his hands. But
he's not using his speed, like in-game speed, against Skinner in practice. Is my point. Is like so like in game. I think that is the first time Skinner experienced McDavid's true speed in game.
Listen, Zach, I know you're young and you just listen. I get it. McDavid is your Tom Brady or whatever. I
agree with that statement too. He is very fun to watch.
I get annoyed
take Penguins out of it. Take Penguins out of it. You're just watching hockey.
Yeah, I get annoyed. Watching him. Yeah. I'm trying. Listen, I was unbiased about the Jari thing. I'm unbiased now. I'm not talking about Sidney Crosby comparisons because you're always going to get that. You're always going to compare the person to whatever. Like, you know, young quarterback Drake May is getting compared to Tom Brady right now. You're always going to see the next guy get compared to the GOAT, right? So I get it. I'm taking that out of it. I'm trying to watch hockey without just rolling my eyes when I watch McDavid.
I think you also have the like over exaggeration from the commentators in your head too, though, when listening to them.
Yes, that is 100% true.
That's the thing too. Like you gotta take
a McDavid
that out
game.
Too.
Yeah, I have to watch a McDavid game without them telling me how good he is.
Yes,
because it's and I'm sure this is how other fans felt with Sidney Crosby when he was younger. I'm sure. I am sure. But what gets me mad is that no one talks. You guys are wrong. McDavid is the best offensive player maybe since Mario. Oh, okay. I mean, McKinnon he has more points than McDavid, but sure. Yeah.
No, I'm actually against Louis here on this one. I very much so enjoy watching McDavid.
No, that's fine. I find him. Listen, whatever. All I'm saying is he has Leon Draisaitl helping him out. That's all I'll say there.
Careful.
Oh, I do not
Sid
care.
had Gino. Sid had Gino.
Yeah, but Sid, whatever. I don't care.
Just saying, everyone has had someone. Everyone has had
McKinnon.
someone.
Who had
Yeah,
McKinnon?
now you could say Cale Makar.
Cale Makar's a defenseman. Rantanen is not there.
He's a better version of Erik Karlsson.
I mean, this Makar is so good.
I love Cale Makar.
He is someone I could watch. He is a blast to watch. Makar,
but
the way
again,
he skates, dude, crazy.
At same category as McKinnon.
Now he does. Yeah, now he does because he just went on a tear tonight.
So McKinnon and Makar have the benefit of playing in Colorado where they don't have people glazing over them as much as fans and broadcasters glaze over McDavid and Draisaitl. So like that's the thing. Like they're in a great spot there.
That's what drives me nuts is the glazing. Is every single game. Oh, McDavid's so good. It's so good. Oh, wow, look what he did. And I'm like, all right, he didn't do crazy. And that's where I'm saying, like, now I have to discern his play even more because I'm getting all this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if no one, this is why I love Lizotte, because no one talks about Lizotte, but I pay attention to hockey and I go, wow, I appreciate what Lizotte is doing because no one is saying anything. I watched the same thing with McDavid. So, once again, don't hear what I'm not saying about Lizotte and McDavid. I'm just talking about watching hockey. So when I'm watching McDavid, I have everyone telling me, wow, look how good he is, which makes me go, well, now I need to find a flaw in his game because you guys are screaming at the top of your lungs, he's so good. And I have to look and be like, well, it wasn't that great. Now, granted, it was good, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, that McDavid goal tonight, guys, was top 10.
Yeah.
But that, like, I cannot watch hockey when guys are... Same thing with football. Everyone talks about Chris Collinsworth because everyone is his favorite player. Just watch a Chris Collinsworth football game. Oh, yeah, this offensive tackle, he's my favorite of the entire game. Look how he blocked the guy.
It's just Patrick Mahomes. The joke is
I know.
Now that
It's
he tore his
JJ
ACL,
McCarthy. Yeah.
well, no, but now that Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, Chris Collinsworth is going to take off for the next 9 months because he's got nothing to talk about.
And that's how I feel. Like I hate Mahomes too because it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny he's not a good football player. Of course he is. There's a reason why he won Super Bowls. But what I hate is when they're like, "Wow, look at that throw." I'm like, "All right, it would look like a duck." But I mean, yeah, he got it out in time. That's his job, but yes, absolutely, it was a good throw. And that's what I'm saying. Yes. 100%. I don't know if you're talking about me or are you talking about Patrick Mahomes?
I'm laughing at Amber in the
No, I know. I'm responding to Amber. And that's my thing. So I can't watch McDavid because I got everyone telling me he's so good. So I'm trying to discern how bad he is. Yeah. I'm trying to discern. Yeah, that is Chris Collinsworth 100%. Anyway, I can't watch McDavid because everyone's telling me how good he is. So I have to find a flaw in his game. McKinnon, no one, like, unless he's playing a good team, no one really talks about McKinnon. They're like, wow, he's really good. Like, this is the best player on this team right now. But it's not a glaze fest like it is with McDavid, where it's just like everything is so phenomenal and everything's above average. I will say, Colby Armstrong does this with Sidney Crosby. Watch Sidney Crosby. And he'll do a backwards pass where was it intentional? Was it not? Was he hoping someone was there? And they were like, whoa, the crazy pass by Sid. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it was, but I'm like, did he mean to do that? And was it supposed to be exactly how that was? I'll say like 50%. Maybe I agree with that. So it's the same thing where I do see things that Sid does, and I'm like, wow, that was really cool. but it didn't do anything. Like, he didn't get a goal. Like, he got the puck, and he poke checked it, and he did a little move. And to myself, I'm like, oh, wow, that was a really good move. That was a really good hockey IQ. No one will say a word. I don't think it's necessary to tweet that. I don't think it's necessary to put it into Discord or anything. I'm just like, as a hockey fan, I'm like, oh, that's a really cool move. But if Colby Armstrong saw it, he was like, oh my gosh, this is why he's so good and what he does this and what he does that. Same thing with McDavid. Can't do it. I just can't. So when I watch McDavid, I hope he gets absolutely destroyed. Just because it's the same thing with Mahomes. You want to see him get sacked, you know? When he scrambles, you're hoping that someone just comes and lays him out. It's the same feeling I get with McDavid. I get he's good to watch. I understand he's a great hockey player. And I totally understand that. I'm not denying how good he is. I'm just saying it drives me nuts to watch him. I don't like watching him. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to deny how good he is. I think McKinnon is a better hockey player than him. That's just my take. You guys could spit on it, whatever. I do not care. But, yeah, I mean, McKinnon has a Stanley Cup. McDavid doesn't. I think that should also answer some things. I'm saying you went to freaking Florida and you lost twice. Okay, kind of sounds like you don't have clutch in you. Okay,
which they were able to slow him down. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Why don't you just take some tape from the last 2 Stanley Cup final series, and that's how you can play defense on him.
I can't help but be in awe every time he dances. Right? Yes, he does do that. But in Florida, he didn't do that. You know why? Because they were taking him to the boards every single time.
Yeah.
And anyway, we're not here to talk about McDavid because I don't care. We're not here to talk about McKinnon because I don't care. Let's talk about how bad the defense is for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's talk about how we can't get the puck out of the zone. Let's talk about how dead we looked from start to finish. There was no excuse. We had a practice yesterday. We had a morning skate. What are we doing?
We did not.
Oh, no, we did not
practice
have
yesterday.
That's right. You're right, because I'm mad that we didn't have a practice yesterday because, we got to take care of these poor guys' little feelings. All right? It's hard on them too, Josh. You know? It's hard on them as well. Yeah. Barkov is great. Sorry, I don't mean to like dismiss that. Yeah, Barkov is good, and that is a reason why Florida won. I don't think that's the reason why they stopped McDavid. I'm just saying that's the reason why they won. But Barkov is very highly underrated. They also had Bobrovsky, who played out of his mind. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the Stanley Cup because God knows Oilers are not making the Stanley Cup this year. But the defense was terrible. They didn't practice yesterday. They had a morning skate, and I think it shows. I think there's no motivation for this team. I think I said that last time. There's no motivation for the Penguins. What are they playing for? It makes no sense. You have guys. The first line sucks so bad recently. Their 5-on-5 is terrible. I would love to put Kindle or McGroarty up on the first line. Can you give Sid a spark of something? Raquel didn't look that great. There was flashes, but I get it. It's a second game. But I need that first line to get some energy going. Rust usually brings that energy, and they showed some energy towards the end of the game.
At the end,
but the end when we had an empty net. So it's kind of like, what are we doing? We need to play a full game. And I know what Josh will argue. You can't play a great game full 60. I'm not saying a great game. I'm just saying
I don't even this game was bad. I didn't even see.
This game was terrible to watch. It was unwatchable. You know what I felt like? I was watching Wilkes-Barre skate around. There was there was no evidence of urgency. There was no fight. They were just skating around, and I'm like, okay. You know, I caught myself. Usually I don't do this, but I caught myself just looking at my phone and just
same
scrolling. And I'm like, man, I usually don't do that. Usually I'm very attentive. I'm very like watching. I'm trying to understand what's happening. But I don't know how many times I just go, all right, yeah, we're in the zone. Okay, we're not going to do anything. It's just, and I was right because nothing happened. Nothing happened. Also, shame on TNT for absolutely ruining the vibes of all the games where they were like, all right, we're going to go do the game, and puck drop. And I was like, oh, frick, game started.
Yes. That's what I was going to talk about. I wanted to bring that up too. The fact that like we didn't even get any type of warm up. It was literally just game.
Hey,
every time.
Hey, oh yeah.
Even intermission. Just
Skinner,
game.
Jari. Oh yeah. Oh, let's send it over to Dumb and Dumber over at in Pittsburgh. And then they're like, yeah, and the puck is dropped, and it's going to be a good game here. I was like, oh, frick. I didn't know this was happening. Yeah. Good to know. Same thing with each period. We came back. They're like, all right, after this commercial break, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll say, you'll just see them skating to the face-off circle. And then they're like, and all right, we're off for the second. I was like, guys, what are we doing?
Yep.
TNT sucks. Anyway.
I used to like them.
But they listen, when they found Gold and Biz and the whole banter, they dried up that well.
I enjoyed tonight without Biz way more than with Biz.
Yeah. Well,
and
that's what I'm saying.
I like what I like of TNT is that crew minus Biz. I like that. I like that crew. I like the way they talk. It's like they actually are trying to make it entertaining, like NBA and NFL. You have some mixture of journalists and the
coach,
former players and coaches. So like you have like a nice little like give and take with everyone on the set. Whereas, what was it, NBC? It was like you had one guy.
No, but I liked NBC. That was good.
But they didn't have enough guys. Like, I don't care. If it was NBC and you had 6 guys up there.
They literally had 2 guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was literally like what they have for AT&T Sportsnet, where it's one commentator, it's the host, and then 2 dudes. And they'll talk about the game.
And I'm fine with that when it's literally like the local team. But when you're covering nationally, like I like that back and forth where you have all those people. I like that because that's what makes the NBA crew with Shaq and Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson. Like that's what makes that so great. That's what makes Monday Night Football so great. The Sunday kickoff shows with Fox and CBS, you have 8 guys on the desk talking. Like it makes it so much better. But then of course when you have like a local broadcast, yes, keep it small and intimate. 2-3 guys, that's all you need. But yeah, I don't know.
No, I agree. I think I hate if it's not an important game, don't send it to cable or whatever. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, did we need to have this? It's a Tuesday night game on TNT. Like who? I know it was McDavid versus Crosby,
But this is the issue. Wasn't it supposed to be 7:00?
No, 7:30 start, but they didn't start till like 7:40.
It was 7:40. Yeah.
And
I thought I saw
7,
but yeah,
it was 7:30. And it was just whatever. Anyway,
that should be a Friday. That should be a Friday night game. Friday night, or like weekend.
Give me an actual like substantial game to put on cable. Not this. And I'm not even saying it's because the Penguins are playing bad and the Oilers are playing bad. It's like, listen, you even have some stinkers on Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football, but they do it right, Same thing with hockey. I don't need to see a Tuesday night matchup on cable. That is reserved for whatever. Yeah. Saturday night, Friday night, give me those hockey games on cable. That's what elevates it. Do not give me a Tuesday night game. And don't try to make a Tuesday night game cool in any sport. I don't care what you're doing. Yeah. It's Tuesday night. People are just trying to get through the week. Everyone's looking for Friday. Everyone wants that Friday night game, Saturday night game, raise the stakes. There's no stakes in this game. And it just sucks. Anyway, TNT sucks. I think we all can agree. I would not believe me saying I cannot wait for Sportsnet Pittsburgh to take it back up. Not saying the people are bad. I'm just saying that they're better than nothing, I guess. Anyway.
Thursdays on SNP?
Yeah, I don't think we're going back to back on cable.
Okay.
Thursday,
of course,
Sportsnet
when you
Pittsburgh.
say that.
7 p.m. and we're in Ottawa. Josh, quick question. Do you ride Skinner? I say so. I say you make him. I say you start him again.
No, you go back to the 1 and 1 and 1 and 1.
You think?
1 and 1 and 1.
I think today was a little fluke. Just because he only had a morning skate. I think. I think you give him time, and I say you put him in again.
I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I think you go back to the 1 and 1.
So we lost today. First of all, 6 straight losses, ladies and gentlemen. We already discussed that. But 2 games away. So you'll say She Loves on Thursday, Saturday, because we have back-to-back again. So you say She Loves on Thursday, Saturday, Skinner, and then Sunday, She Loves. And then what? Skinner on Tuesday?
Yeah. And if it flip-flops, like, that's fine. But like I just think that's the plan. I think that's what he wants to do.
Sure. Listen, I just want to win again. There's no rant in me tonight. It's just I just want to win.
Numb from the pain.
Yeah. I mean, I had a rant about the Jari thing, and I'll die on that hill. That dude sucked. I hated Jari, but
yeah,
he still deserved that.
Cool thing though with Kulak. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
77 number.
Yeah, big Jeff Carter.
Yes, but
is there a reason?
The guy before Jeff Carter. There's only been 2 guys before Kulak to wear 77. Jeff Carter, Paul Coffey. He actually contacted Paul Coffey to see if it was acceptable to wear 77. How about that move?
But isn't Paul Coffey in the Oilers organization?
Yeah, former Oiler. Yes.
No. But isn't he like currently working in the Oilers?
I do not. I do not know. But I do know that he played for the Oilers and the Penguins, just like Kulak.
That I know. I'm thinking that's why he called and asked, because he may have seen him on the day-to-day. Paul Coffey.
So a little bit more of a personal relationship than it is just out of the blue.
Correct. Let me ask the Googles.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty neat. It like makes me like now like Jeff Carter. Why didn't you ask? Paul Coffey's like a Hall of Famer.
Has served as special advisor to ownership and hockey operations since 2022 at Edmonton Oilers. So I was right.
Nice. Maybe we can blame him for Edmonton not winning a Stanley Cup.
Maybe secretly working for the Penguins. Still to this day.
Like Ron Hextall, still working for the Flyers when he came over here.
That's right. Okay. So, if we don't laugh, we'll cry. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I gave my heartfelt rant last game where I leaned into everyone, and honestly, you do that. You don't have practice, and you show up after losing back-to-back games in the third period for not playing a full 60 minutes, and you don't even play one period.
Yeah.
There wasn't any urgency. And I'm like, what are you guys, stupid or something? Like, seriously, like you said, you have to start asking. You know, like, are you stupid?
They looked as flat tonight as they did against Montreal.
Oh, 100%. And it's just like, okay, so let's get this through our thick skulls here. You didn't play full 60, so you just thought you could coast through this game? Do I need to keep on quoting Miracle every single day? You think you can win on talent alone? You guys don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. All right? And that's so true. We have talent on this roster. You cannot win on talent alone. Sidney Crosby cannot do it for you every single night.
Oh, and the fact that he's saving himself for the Olympics, it's not helping.
So saving himself for marriage, Josh. Saving himself for the Olympics. When is the Olympic break? It's February, dude. You still got time.
There's an account that's calling him out on Twitter, and
he's getting, I know.
Yeah, and he's getting buried. It's like, those are the kind of thoughts you kind of keep to yourself.
Oh, Josh, IR3K, pretty sure buried Sid in our comments of our last video.
And that's fine. That's fine. You want to do it in the comments?
We're going to call him out. He's right there. He's going to call him out right there.
That's fine. Close comments.
Listen, I'm going to defend Sid till I die. But I will say, Sid is one of those players, very similar to McDavid, okay? He doesn't need to exert 100% all the time to do what he needs to do. Gino doesn't even do this, and you love Gino, okay? So pay attention. So Sid, he attacks, and when he attacks, it's full force. And if you're skilled enough, it's not gonna look like there's a lot of effort, okay? Here's a prime example. The greatest, one of the most argued greatest tennis player of all time is Roger Federer. Okay, he doesn't have the most championships. Okay, but he should. He doesn't. But they always said he looked effortless. He didn't look like he was trying that hard. In fact, it didn't even look like he was sweating out there. Okay, he was just going out there and doing what he needed to do. On the other hand, you had Rafael Nadal, who sweated just walking. Okay, he was just covered in sweat. Everything he did was with such intentionality, such determination. It was such a stark contrast between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, which is why it made it such a great rivalry. Anyway, I digress. We could talk about that for hours. Anyway, Roger Federer.
Yeah, where's Walter?
What?
Walter?
Yeah, dude. He was a tennis fan too.
William.
It was William, I think. It was William.
Yeah.
He was a tennis fan too. So he would know what we're talking about. But Federer looked effortless, and he hated that people called his game effortless because he goes, I've been, every day I'm practicing to make my game so good. Not that so it looks effortless, so that way he doesn't have to worry about it. That's what Sidney Crosby does. He puts in all the work. Zach, first of all, Gino hasn't played in the last 4 games, okay? Don't let how bad we've been playing distract you from, is it 5 games now? 5 games. Gino is not good defensively. Let's not kid ourselves right now. Who's better on the back check? It's Sidney Crosby. Dang it, he did it today. There was an odd man rush. He was the first one there. He was the defensive guy, waited for the D men to come in, and then skated out. Gino doesn't back check. So I will call that out. That is a lie. And I'll argue that as well. But once again, Gino doesn't have to back check because of the intensity that he brings. Okay?
Yeah.
Sid is a 200-foot player. You cannot argue that against that. Sidney Crosby is arguably not arguably. I think a lot of people say Sidney Crosby is the greatest 200-foot hockey player of all time. 100%. Are you trying to disagree? I saw you roll your eyes over there.
Nope. I got kids up.
Oh. We'll wrap it up. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is Sidney Crosby, his game looks effortless, and so that way we look at it, similar how I discern Connor McDavid. and you look at him and go, he's not trying. He's not exploding like, say, Brian Rust, who's flopping all over the place trying to get the puck. He doesn't need to, because he's doing what he does. But listen, Zach, if you're gonna pick a fight, let's pick a fight here.
Oh no.
It's been going on the entire season, Louis. Take the blinders off. Gino has actually been playing defense this year, and you've been watching. But Sid has not been good defensively here. Sidney Crosby plays defense. He back-checked. You take the blinders off. He did today. He played defense today. You just don't like it because we didn't win. I'm talking about today. I'm talking about this game that we just played. Crosby played defense. No one was exploding with offensive fire, okay? But Sidney Crosby played defense today. You cannot argue. He back-checked. He was trying to stop the puck from going out the zone half the time on the down by left of Jari. Did you watch that? Did you see how he was trying to make a play out? Did you see how he was trying to get the puck out of the offensive zone? Or no? Are you too busy trying to compare Gino from 6 games ago? Listen, you got to take the blinders off as well. Sidney Crosby plays defense. You just don't like the result that you're getting. I get it. I understand. I would be angry too. I am just trying to say that you can't be putting all of this on a 38-year-old. He is old. He is not the young guy he used to be. But yet he is still producing. He still leads the Penguins. He has, 19 goals this season? 19 points this season. 19 goals.
I don't know.
That sounds right. I said it, and it didn't sound real.
I will say, is it 19 goals?
I think it's 19 goals, no? I'm looking at stats. Hold on. Crosby has 19 goals, 16 assists, 35 points. He leads the team. Okay. So, listen, 35 points.
I mean, yeah, we are that far into the season now. Yeah.
Listen, Sidney Crosby's leading the team. So, for you guys to say, like, oh, Sid is just so slow, and so he's leading the team. Kindle has less. McGroarty has less. The guys that you love for being explosive doesn't have the points that Crosby has. Brageau doesn't have the points that Crosby has. And I know you're going to say he's injured, but he came back. He produced today. Did he not? Brageau, Crosby got a point today. So, listen, I understand you want to see more explosiveness from Sid, but what I'm saying is he's leading the team. So you can't have it both ways. Right? Because I know we argue stats against what your eyes see.
Well, I'm not saying I agree, but I'm just saying I think their argument is that if he's a 200-foot player, be a 200-foot player. I think that's the argument, and I think that's the point. If he's doing his job offensively, then.
But that's I'm arguing his
player,
intensity, and they just said it. We're arguing about Sid's intensity and lack of defense. I'm saying he doesn't need to show intensity because the way he plays doesn't show and come off as intense because he's leading the team. Now, let's argue defense. So that's one point. I think he's still producing. Doesn't need to be intense and explosive like a Mantha or a Brageau. Okay. Let's get to his defense. He back-checked today. He was skating. Now, he wasn't the fastest guy on the ice. Once again, 38-year-old. But he's getting into spots. He was covering for a lot of defensive mistakes. Are we going to talk about that? He comes up to the blue line. Does Malkin do that as much? If it's not on a power play? I don't think so. All I'm saying is, yes, don't tell me I have blinders on because I've been very critical of Evgeny Malkin. I have watched Evgeny Malkin. He has been playing better this season, but he has a lot of problems in his game. He produces.
Also an older guy.
also an older guy. So it's kind of, you have to lump them together. So all I'm trying to say is, don't be going so harsh on Sidney Crosby. He's leading the team. He is playing his hardest. And I get it. He's saving his explosive energy for the Olympics. I think we all can agree. But I just checked the schedule. We have a very busy month in January.
Mm-hmm.
January is actually ridiculous. It looks like an AHL schedule.
December,
we play every
January,
other game.
And
every other game. Let's look in January real quick. So this is December.
March is bad too.
This is what it looks like in December.
Yep.
Right? A lot of games
every other
day.
Back-to-back Saturday, Sunday.
Look at January.
Same thing.
Look at January. It's
Thursday,
wild.
Back.
We only have 2 weeks, the second week and the last week of January, where there's a 3-day break. Other than that, it's every other day. So
I think December's
it's intense.
worse. I think December's
Sure.
worse.
Sure.
But yeah.
All right. Okay. So to argue Sid's line gets hemmed in their own zone over and over again, I would argue, March is even worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought March was bad too.
Ooh.
This is a sucky season.
March is worse. March is 100% worse.
March is every other day for the entire month.
And then that's the rest of the season. So you're literally, this is where we're going to find out if we're going to make the playoffs or not in the month of March.
The rate we're going, it's going to be much sooner. January.
Oh yeah, I agree. Listen. I'm not trying to tell you guys you're not wrong that the first line stinks. I just said it in the beginning in the intro. The first line does not look good. But I also said I think we should call up a young guy in the first line to spark that youthful, I guess, explosion in Sid. You're not going to get that from Rust and Raquel. I didn't see that at all. Rust, once again, we saw the spark, but it was with an empty net, and we were struggling to keep the puck in the offensive zone. So, what I'm trying to say is, don't let Sid's line dictate how you view Sid. Sid is in his own class, and I'll defend that to the last of my life.
Yeah.
I think the Lemieux point record is weighing on him lately, but this is not the same Sid we have been used to. Well, he's 38 years old, but he's also leading the team. What do you want?
We've been spoiled. Because
see,
his play should have been decreasing at this point, even from like 35. Like it should have been decreasing. So the fact that he's even still at this point, like I'm fine with it, because that's the thing. Like we've always expected him to do everything on the ice, and now when he is doing everything on the ice and no one else is doing anything, and he decides, okay, if no one's going to do anything, then I might as well not do anything either.
Why should I kill myself to do it?
Yeah, now he's the one that gets called out, which I get it. He's wearing the C. That's just the nature of the beast, but I don't know.
Think that's
it's hard.
That's
I just have a hard time just like going after our captain just because he took a few plays off here and there. It's like, sue the guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just talking about with Jari. We're showing no appreciation for Jari, even for the last 6-7 years that he's put into the organization and, dedication and all that he's put into the team. But we're going to gloss over that, and then we're going to nitpick Crosby taking some shifts off.
We're gonna nitpick the greatest hockey player that we've ever seen put on a Penguins uniform, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, he wasn't playing defense hard enough." He's 38 years old. He's done all the work, and if you're gonna say
the rest of the actual defense isn't playing defense,
and I think what's crazy to me is that you guys are claiming that Malkin is like on a whole other level than Sid, which I think is just not true. I think it's just not true. He's playing better than he did. Malkin is playing better than he did last season. That stats will back me up there. The eye test will pass me back up there. Sid's been consistent. So don't confuse consistency for a fall back in play.
like spikes.
Right. Sid's been like this. Malkin's been like this. Do not argue. You can argue against the wall. Okay? Not saying Malkin is a bad hockey player, but to say, like, this is why Gino is so important to the team, and this is why it's like, guys, don't confuse consistency with bad hockey play.
Well, he is, though. Malkin is important to the team.
I understand. But what I'm saying is don't confuse consistency as, well, this is why we need Malkin. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Sid's leading the team. He's outscoring Malkin, even on your bad line. You can't crap on Crosby. I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line. We're not crapping on Crosby because we're losing 6 in a row.
Yeah.
You guys were saying Malkin was on a whole other level. You're saying he's better defensively. He has more energy. He has all this. So you guys are saying he's on a better level than Sid. So you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both. You cannot critique Sidney Crosby and then say, well, Malkin plays better defensively all season, and Malkin does this, and Malkin does that. Malkin has more turnovers than Sid. Malkin, he turns the puck on the blue line. Malkin does that, but we're not talking about that. Okay, so we're just nitpicking attributes about a player to compare him against Sid. I'm sorry. I draw the line at that. We're not going to complain about Sidney Crosby. It's not his fault. Glad you made it home, Ethan. We're not gonna crap on Sid. That's the one thing I refuse to do on this podcast. This dude has literally done everything for this franchise. Now he has a personal record to make, and we're like, oh, it's affecting him now. IR3, you're gonna get blocked, dude. Like, there's no way you say that statement and you mean it. This is the worst take I've ever seen. Crosby has more points than Malkin. What do you mean? What do you mean? Please defend yourself. Malkin has less points than Sid. So who's better? Malkin has never
points.
Malkin has never been better than Sidney Crosby in all 20 years.
Oh no, there was a good 2-year stretch there.
Yeah, when Crosby was out injured. Yep, you're right.
Just saying.
More games as well. Are you referring to your comment, or are you referring to what I was saying, Zach? You're saying he's better defensively. IR3K is saying Malkin is better. I'm just drawing the line at Sidney Crosby hate. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. We can't have our cake and eat it too. We could complain about a team as a whole. We could complain about the defense. All that nonsense. But we're not going to talk about Sidney Crosby and how he's not leading this team. He has the most points. He's leading the team in points. And, it's not like JT Miller where he's just not trying. He's trying. He's giving as much effort as the team around him is putting in. That's the problem. So, keep on cherry picking Malkin stats. I really don't care. Malkin is not a better hockey player than Sidney Crosby. End of discussion. We're just not even talking about it. So, like I said, we're done talking about that. You know what? I don't care. So these are this is the conversation that got turned into. The team is really struggling. It's Sidney Crosby's fault. That's what you guys are. Oh, Sid's not playing defense, but we got Letang on the blue line, and we're blaming Sid for not playing defense. What about Raquel? Are you gonna talk about Raquel? You gonna talk about Rust? What about Kindle? He's not playing defense as hard. What about Mantha? What about any of these guys? What about Hayes? So we're just gonna blame Sid for not playing defense. That's ridiculous, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. It's just you can't say the team feeds off of Sid. Sid is feeding off the team. Sid is still a hockey player. He's still gonna feed off how the team is playing, but you can't just put it on Sid. That's ridiculous. That is unfair to Sidney Crosby, and that is unfair to whatever's going on with the rest of the team. This is a coaching issue. This is a defensive issue, and we're putting on Sid. That's ridiculous. Put it on Malkin. If you're putting it on Sid, put it on Malkin. But you're not going to, because you guys are biased. That's crazy. It depends when nail it. It's a team as a whole. And yeah, Sidney Crosby is included in that, but you can't put it on Sid. You can't. I don't get it. The fact that we're willing to stoop so low to attack Sid for not playing defense as much as he was when he was 20 years old is a ridiculous conversation to have. We're willing to rip apart the defense. They're not doing their job. So Sid, come on. You have to come in. That's just.
Well, I think I saw a comment early in the chat. I'm gonna if I try to find it, I'm not gonna find it.
Sure.
Where Carlson, for all of his offensive prowess, we excuse some of his defensive lapses.
Sure.
Why can't we extend that same grace to Crosby, who has already proven?
Because Josh, Sid he's not playing like Gino. He's not playing like him, Josh. He's got to play better defensively. And that's what I'm hearing in the chat, which is ridiculous.
I will just correct Zach on one thing. Malkin did not have more points than Crosby at the time of his injury.
Weird.
It looks like Crosby had 29 and Malkin had, Malkin had 29 and Crosby had 31 at the time of the injury.
Oh, wow. So even out of an injury, Crosby was better than Malkin. That's so crazy. Malkin is +5 and Sid is -5. Sid's plus-minus throughout his career has been terrible. You know why? Because Sid, Josh, I don't know if you could tell this. Can you look up ice time compared to Sid against Gino? I'm sure you can't. I'm sure that's like a very niche thing you probably would have to look up.
Like time on ice? Is that what you're looking for?
Okay, but guys, this is the problem I'm having. The whole team hasn't been showing it. It's not just Sid. Sid isn't just skating around doing nothing. So is the entire team. The entire team isn't showing energy. The only energy that we have been seeing from the Pittsburgh Penguins is from the 18 and 19-year-old. The whole team. Are you looking up for the plus and minus? Because Sid...
No.
Bro, we were just talking about this season. I know, but Sid usually has a minus. Sid always has a minus because everyone talks about how Sid has a minus every year.
But isn't it also just...
Sid always has a minus. He's on the ice when they score. You know why? Because Sid's on the ice a majority of the time. Sid is the first line.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be on the ice.
Like you're against the best of the other team.
You're going to be playing McDavid
on the other team.
So McDavid scores while Sid's on the ice. It's not his fault McDavid scored. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course he's going to face a minus. Malkin is on a second line. Malkin's second line is most likely better than other teams' second line. Of course he's going to have a plus. But wait, are we just talking about this season?
I mean, just same thing for changes too. Like you have to think like Crosby's out there sometimes against the other team's second line because of shift change, or fourth line because of shift change. And then same thing with Malkin. It's either the other team's first line or third line. It just carries over, but I don't know. That's why it's like plus minus is hard. It's hard to literally.
Okay.
Everyone plays with Letang.
Guys, defense. It's not defense as in. Okay, defense lines are longer than player lines.
Yeah,
they are on the ice longer. Letang led the team in ice time last season. This year, he's lower than he's ever been because he sucks. But they're still on the ice longer than the offensive line. Okay, so Sid will play with Letang. Then Malkin will play with Letang. And then Letang gets off. And then the next pairing comes up. Or the pairing gets off. And then Malkin will play. Of course, that's just how hockey works. Every team goes through that. The defensive pair, that's why defensive pairings, they're I'm just stating Sid because he continues to get a pass. Gino shouldn't get a pass. But you're not giving Sid a pass. You guys are complaining that Sid is not showing his energy. That's what I'm saying. You're not, but by calling out Sid, you're not giving him a pass. That's the issue I'm having. Gino shouldn't get that pass, and I don't give Gino that pass. But when he's been in the lineup, he's been giving better defensive play and energy. I disagree with the defensive play. Gino is not one to back check, and I'm not saying he should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that's not part of his game. You know how? Because I watch. You watch. Gino is not a back checker. He doesn't come up.
Sometimes. Not every.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, who's more of a back checker, Sidney Crosby or Evgeny Malkin?
Well, yeah, obviously. It's
okay. So, all right, if the last 6 games and Gino hasn't played the last 5, okay, we've all been sucking. The whole entire team has been sucking. The whole entire team has not been playing defense. Gino would, you think, and I genuinely want to ask IR3K and Zach this, okay? I want you to be unbiased when you answer this question. Gino being on this roster right now in the past 4 games, our defense better or worse? Do you think he plays better, or do you think he just falls in line with how everyone is playing? And if you say anything but he would be like everyone else, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind if you think Gino would be the all-star while everyone else is lackadaisical. Is ridiculous, would be ridiculous. And I'm not blaming Gino. The whole team sucks. That's what I'm trying to say. Sid is just a part of a team that sucks right now. Gino would be doing the same. And he would probably turn the puck over, and I would be mad at him, just like Sid tried to force a pass that I didn't like, especially when you're down 2 goals. A lot of his points come from back checking. Wait, you mean when he does back checking?
So I don't know, because the only highlight that everyone is showing of Malkin is literally of that one back check where he's literally skating behind the team coming into the defensive zone. He slaps the stick, and the puck bounces into the neutral zone, and he's the first guy there, and he gets the goal that way.
I mean, it's not really incredible back checking if it's half ice, but
I don't know. Was that Tampa? Was that Tampa Bay?
Sure.
I found time on ice numbers.
Okay, Josh.
So it's from 6 days ago.
Okay, Malkin.
So like just after Malkin is hurt.
Sure.
Sid averages like just over 19 minutes a game, and
Probably
Malkin is actually at 17 and a half So
Man, that's so weird. So that
about
helps my argument,
minute,
Josh. Wouldn't
minute and a half.
So, Josh, wouldn't you agree that helps my argument with plus and minuses? That's just so weird how stats actually, if you cherry pick stats and you don't combine them with other things, then it tells a different story. He's had multiple pack checks this season. I'm just shocked because I've never seen him play. Zach, what did you just say? I've never seen him play defense.
I think your real argument is with IR3K. I think Zach is like kind of with you, but Zach is just talking about this season.
I know. And so is IR3K. But what I'm saying is, guys, consistency and play in a season that he is having above average season. That's what I said. You cannot cherry pick just this one season and say Sid's not doing his job when he's being the most consistent he's ever been. In fact, he is having one of his best starts in a season since what? 16-17 was the stat? He's had one of his best starts to the season? So which is it? Sid isn't playing the best, but Gino is. And I'm just talking about this season. Sid is not having his best season, but Gino is. But Gino doesn't play defense. He's playing defense this season. I'm so confused on what the argument is. I test this year, Gino's been elite this year. Crosby's been getting grilled because he's known. But he leads the team in points. Okay. I think I see the issue. I know, guys, every argument I've made has been this season. I'm just backing it up with consistency from other seasons. So here we go. Let's only talk about this season. Has Malkin been elite? Elite is a word, sure. You want to use elite? That's great. Fine. Let's talk about Gino being elite this year. Are we talking strictly about defense? I don't think he's been elite defensively. No one has. That's the issue. No one has been elite defensively. Okay? If we're talking about offensively, Crosby wins because he leads the team. Okay, so I'm just taking this season. Okay? Pay attention. Sid leads the team. He has more points. But he's not showing this energy and enthusiasm that you guys are claiming Gino has, which is making him elite. So elite is not points and not getting them. It's about how you present yourself. Is that what I'm getting from this season alone? Gino is showing more emotion, therefore him being better? I'm confused. So Gino being more exuberant and playing better defense makes him better than Sid? Where Sid has been playing the same way for the past 20 years? I'm confused. I don't get your logic. And that's what you're saying. This year alone, Gino is coming out with more energy, and he's back checking more. Does that make him elite more than Sidney Crosby, who's being consistent? I don't buy that. And that's why I'm having a hard time understanding your argument. You guys are saying this year alone. You brought up plus minus. Sid plays on the ice more. That's fine. That's fine. But you cannot tell me that Gino has been elite this year while Sid leads the team. You cannot tell me Gino has been elite this year defensively when no one has been elite this year defensively. I'm not even saying Sid is elite defensively. I'm just saying he back checks more than Gino. You guys have a hard time swallowing that fact. I don't know why. Mine is more believable. Sid back checks more than Gino. You guys think I'm wrong? That's fine. I know you're not saying that. IR3K is saying that Gino is elite. Okay? That's what he said. I see the comment. I test this year. Gino's been elite this year. Crosby is getting grilled. Crosby is getting grilled because he's known to be a two-way player and his defense has been abysmal. That is what IR3K stance is. My argument to that is everyone's defense has been abysmal, including Gino's. Just because Gino has a back check here and there does not make him a better hockey player this year alone than Sidney Crosby. That is what I'm trying to say. So you cannot come at me and blame it on Sid for not showing energy and excitement like Gino. That does not make you exuberant. That does not make you elite on the team. And if that was the case, better put Blake Lizotte in the freaking Hall of Fame because he's shown more energy than Sid. He's shown more energy than Evgeny Malkin. Blake Lizotte is like a little ball of energy every time he goes out on the ice. Does that make him better defensively when he comes into the zone and pinches them in their own zone? Because I could argue that Blake Lizotte has played better defensively than Evgeny Malkin. So is he elite? No. Don't argue. I think we're all tired and trying to win a pointless argument. We both love Gino and Sid, but we're going to turn it around and going to need Gino healthy to bring it back. I agree. I'm never saying that Gino's a bad hockey player. I'm just saying you cannot compare the two. They played two different games, which is why I said the Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal comparison. Rafa Nadal is Evgeny Malkin. Roger Federer is Sidney Crosby. I think that is, Josh, I think if you know tennis, that is 100% accurate. Rafa Nadal is Evgeny Malkin. Everything he does is with ferocious intensity. But Crosby's more calculated. Crosby is Federer, where it's all class. It's all elegance. They're both good. They're both good. But guess what? At the end of the day, Sid is leading. You know why? Because his leadership, the way he plays 200 feet, the way he scores. And I am just talking about this season. So once again, I draw the line at blaming Sidney Crosby. Okay. Josh, are we all on the same page? Chat, are we all on the same gosh darn page? We draw the line at blaming Sid.
I should have never brought that up.
You guys wanted a freaking rant? I gave it to you. Okay. Don't ever come after my goat ever freaking again. And if somebody could clip that and send that to freaking Sid.
Every time you take off your glasses, you remind me of that guy who does reels.
Oh,
where he
like the food and throws his glasses.
Taste. Yeah.
Does the food review? I should start doing that.
Yeah, that guy's really funny.
I hope you're still watching. IR3K, listen to me. Look in my beautiful eyes. Listen to me.
Yeah,
they're hazel. They're better than what you got going on over there. Listen.
Blue. What you talking about?
Blue. There's like a muddy. I don't know what that's going on over there. Listen. IR3K. I'm not attacking you, my guy. You are loved here. You are appreciated. Just anyone. If I had this conversation with Josh once. Listen, I'll attack anyone. Okay, even Josh, who goes after Sid. It's not personal. I appreciate you being here. I hope you come back. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
I think he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back and be like, re-sign Malkin. I hope there's no bad blood. I've done this with Zach. Zach, how many times have we argued in the chat? You keep coming back. You keep poking the bear every now and then.
Four or five
times, dude.
And we're only on game 30.
Yeah. Zach is new this year, and we've had arguments like 4 times in the chat. But
Yeah,
Good times.
Zach, yeah, I'm getting bashed. I catch strays all the time. All the time.
Good times.
He's just jealous that he doesn't have the blue
Hey,
eyes.
do you know
Because
Hazel?
both
Listen.
our parents have light eyes,
Hey,
and he is just jealous that he didn't get light
I
eyes.
don't want it. Listen, buddy. Listen, hazel eyes more rare than blue eyes. Look it up.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay,
That's
Would
fact.
you want a rare diamond or would you want a freaking? I don't know why I said diamond, but you want a rare something, or
Yeah,
do you want,
bad comparison?
or do you want an overrated thing?
Because everyone knows blue eyes are
No,
better.
that's not true.
Just everyone
That's
knows.
not true.
It's very
That
true.
only works if you have blonde hair.
everyone knows that.
Only works if you have blonde hair.
No.
Only works if
Whoa,
you have blonde
watch.
hair. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
No,
100%.
it actually works against
No.
you.
What do you
works against you.
mean?
Thanks, Germany. Thanks, Germany.
That is true. I'm not saying I'm actually arguing against that.
Ask Sydney Sweeney. It works against you.
She's got good genes. She's got good genes, everyone.
Well, apparently too good.
Apparently too good. Where
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
it's too good. Louis just keeps
Too
living
good.
in this I'm better attitude because I am. Okay.
Yeah, that's his whole life.
Which is so funny because that's not even true in real life. Like if you talk to me outside, this is not. I don't even do that. All right, IRA3K. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. Nothing personal. I have had to say this to Zach all the time. Which I appreciate because Zach will occasionally, if it gets too much, he'll defend me in a little bit, which I appreciate. I've noticed. You are seen, Zach. So I appreciate that, but there's no bad blood. But yeah, first of all, hazel eyes are way better. I just don't think you
We're
could
not talking about this at 11:55
Josh, 100%.
on a Tuesday. We were talking about this game shouldn't have been on Tuesday. This shouldn't be discussed on a Tuesday.
That's that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about on a Tuesday. Eye color superiority.
Well, not at 11:55.
Nah, he hates my guts. I don't. No, there was another guy in the chat that I would go at it, and I don't hate him. But he came in the chat and he got under my skin. That's the best way to.
He strikes a nerve with you.
I don't know why.
That like you cannot stay calm.
Yeah, I get mad. I
Cannot.
get mad with him.
Cannot.
But it's the way he says things that gets me mad. And I'm not mad right now. I'm just saying.
Let's not even entertain the thought.
And here's another thing. No, I'm just kidding.
While we're at
it, here's another. Let's catch strays.
John Cena should have never tapped out.
We don't even watch wrestling, and I thought that was so dumb. I was like,
Same.
I was like,
I woke up, everyone's talking about it. I'm like, what do you mean he tapped out? What does that even mean? Like, I mean, obviously I know what it means,
Right.
but I'm like, what was the situation? So like I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, this is
into
dumb.
like a nobody.
Shouldn't have done it.
Into like a nobody.
Apparently he's not a nobody. I
don't
thought the
know.
same
I
thing,
don't know.
but
I've
apparently
never
he's
seen him
not.
before in my life.
Apparently he's not.
But that's just
Apparently he is kind of
on the rise guy.
a riser. Yeah.
Letang has been the best defensive player on this team. If you're being all right. That is, we're not lying.
I was going to say, if that's not followed up with like 100 laughing emojis,
Yeah.
I don't know
what
we can do here.
That's where that's where I draw the line, Zach. Saying Letang is good. Apparently, he said something in French that Penn's Chronicles hated. Did you see this on Twitter?
That guy's still
He
around?
turned off response, like you can't tweet at him anymore, and you can't. You can only like it, so you can't retweet or you can't comment at him. I thought he was gone too.
No way.
I thought he was gone too. He came up when he something about Letang like a couple games ago, and now I'm like, oh man, this guy's still around. But anyway, Penn's Chronicles. He like.
Watch it actually be Zach. Zach
How
is
funny would that be?
Penn's
It's
Chronicles.
IR3K. It's Penn's Chronicles. Just kidding, IR3K. I know. It's
Stop.
not you. But anyway, he like retweeted like a
Video?
French. He was all in French, Letang, and like
Oui, oui.
yeah. I didn't. There was no subtitles. The subtitles were in French. So he was like, He was the person I thought he was, and I was like, how do you even know what he's saying? Like, I don't. What?
Speaking French.
What did he say?
He's
Did he say like
French Canadian.
like? Did he say like, yeah, I'm a douchebag and I only play for the money? Like, is that what he said? I don't know. I don't know what he said. It's very dumb. But anyway, Prince.
Can you find it? Maybe we can put it into Google
Watch,
Translator.
Zach knows French.
All right, let's log off so I can play Wordle for Wednesday,
Play Wordle?
and then I can go to bed.
Let's do it together. Come on, we could do it. This was his latest tweet. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That depends when. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That depends. When's got such a deep
He has a.
Twitter.
That's right. He knows everyone.
He's got the pulse on Twitter. The Twitter pulse. He's got a finger on the Twitter pulse. It's 12 o'clock. I can't speak. Yo, that is funny. I'm not going to lie. I kind of figured this was going to happen. Like, Edmonton's going to fall in love with Jari.
That's his tweet? Oh, my gosh. I can't.
Edmonton's going to fall in love with Jari.
Oh.
And it's going to be...
Gustafsson got a shutout.
It's going to be like Skinner. Oh, there's Louis' guy. It's Louis' guy.
It's gonna be Blomqvist in Carolina or something. Frick.
I think Blomqvist lost tonight.
Oh, Stuart Skinner heard the stews. And he said, yeah, it felt really good. I saw a couple signs out there, too. I saw a big face of me. It was nice. It was a great welcome. I really appreciate that from the fans. Just feels really good in my heart to feel that coming out. Oh, wow. It sounds like he's going through other things. Like, should we check in on Stuart Skinner?
I think he really hated Edmonton.
Well, the way he said, like, I don't know if you guys listen to Edmonton media. This has been coming for a while.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like, oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
He heard everything. He knew.
Where is his tweet? Do you know what? I'm not talking about that. He was talking about the, what is it called? Letang. He posted a video and it was in French. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe he took it down.
No, it's Depends Chronicles. He doesn't give a crap.
I don't know.
Chronicles. Oh yeah, he.
Tell me he's never taken down any.
Oh, we're
previous
following him. Should we not follow him?
I think that was just because from early on we were just trying to find any and every Penguins account.
Look, all right. So he posted this video. All right. See, it's like, all right. So they're speaking in French, and he goes, "He's exactly who I thought he was." Looking at the comments, many others think, "What is he saying, dude?"
Open up the comments. What is he saying? What are the comments saying?
Without the world that says we, you, and your descendants would not have your future secured by playing a game. What? Everyone's just reacting.
Too much translations going. Too many translations.
What is he talking about?
All right, hate to be that guy, even though I'm always that guy, but I think we should wrap it up.
That's fine. Did the Pens win? Put it in the. I don't even know what he's talking about, dude. Everyone's just saying, like, this is such a disappointment. This is so wrong. And I'm like, what? What did he say? He sounds like he's laughing, like he's having a good chat with his buddy, and they're like, "Oh, despicable." All right. Anyway,
Maybe he's saying that he hates.
you know what he
people.
said, Josh? Evgeny Malkin's better than Sidney Crosby 5-on-5. That's what he's saying. All right.
I'm gonna.
That's where we end it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a long one. Sorry for attacking you, IR3K. And Zach, you kind of deserved it with the comments. I'm just going to say it. You kind of deserved your reaction with your comments. But we could be like Pat McAfee and blocking you, but we won't. We allow free speech around here.
That's right.
America. Speaking of, we leave America and we play Ottawa on Thursday. And that game is at 7 o'clock. Sportsnet Pittsburgh. We go live right after the final horn. Make sure you're there for that. Then on Saturday, 7 o'clock in Montreal. And then on Sunday at 7 o'clock against Montreal. Oh, no. It's deserved, Zach. But, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Josh, as always,